Hi, I'm Horst, and I'm going to talk to you today about anabolic steroids in sports. To start off, an anabolic steroid is a definition, any of a group of usually synthetic hormones that are derivatives of testosterone, are usually medically, especially to promote tissue growth, and are sometimes abused by athletes to increase the size and strength of their muscles to improve endurance. And how steroids work? Steroids work by filling cell receptors that tell the cells to make new proteins. Also, the body naturally creates new proteins, but steroids tell the cells to create proteins at a faster rate. Basically, steroids just help your body create more muscle and become stronger with less work needed in the gym. I'm going to have three major key points why athletes should not use steroids. The first one is that it's cheating every time that they use steroids. Second key point is that there are many different health risks that occur when you're using steroids. And third is it sets a bad example to children and teens that watch the sports, admiring all the people that use steroids. For cheating, those who use steroids get an unfair advantage over those athletes they're competing against. That they're getting stronger, like I previously said, by not having as much work. It's just a drug that's really enhancing their capabilities instead of hard work and determination, which I believe is the right thing to do if you're going to try to pursue a professional athlete sport. Steroid users get stronger and they don't have to train as much or hard to get results they're getting. This doesn't only make it unfair for the athletes, but also those people that they're competing against, because if they're competing against people who aren't using these drugs and getting these results, they're actually working hard to get the results that where they're at, yet they have to play someone who's unfairly using these steroids, which isn't fair at all. In my eyes, that's cheating. Also, previous players that they're breaking the records. A lot of these records are being set by people, the 50s, the 60s, 70s, who, before steroids was even around. So really, the people nowadays breaking these records, it's cheating. It's not fair to the people that really did work hard and deserved all the accolades that they have. Also, health risks. There's many different health risks that result from using steroids, and I'm going to name a few for you. There's high blood pressure, which leads to heart disease, liver damage, including cancer, stroke and blood clots, digestive problems, nausea and vomiting, headaches, joint aches, muscle cramps, sleeping problems, acne, premature balding, reduced sperm count, erectile dysfunction, and enlarged prostate, and gynecomastia, and that's female characteristics that develop in males, such as breasts. Also, besides all these effects on your body, it gives you a lot of emotional and psychological side effects. Some of these being severe aggression, which is also known as roid rage, mood swings, hallucinations, paranoia, panic attacks, depression, and suicidal tendencies or thoughts. So basically, all these psychological and emotional things that's ruining isn't just yourself, but the people that are around you, your teammates or your girlfriend or your wife or whatever. It's affecting them too. There's a story where a WWF wrestler five or so years ago was on steroids, and he roid raged so bad that he ended up killing his wife and his family. So you don't want anything like that to repeat again. The third key point I was saying was bad influence on children and teens. I know me personally, growing up, I always idolized all the the big baseball players for the Orioles or whoever it was. I was just a big sports fan as a kid. And children and teens also, like myself, look up to the professional athletes, and they consider some of them heroes or their role models. So that those children that are doing that and looking up to the people that are using steroids, basically, they're idolizing someone who's a cheater or who isn't, striving to be the best they can be by themselves. They have to have a drug, which, kind of puts in the kid's head, oh, I need a drug in order to be there, or I don't have to work as hard as I would need to. I could just use a drug, which, it doesn't set the right example. Also, it sets a bad example saying I can be a cheater and be successful and get money. So, instead of being a bad role model, what the players really should do is embrace the role as a professional athlete and that hero, and show them that working hard without having to use steroids is the right thing to do. So I feel like all those athletes should really embrace that role. The current penalties for positive drug testers who have taken steroids are differentiated in each sport. In the professional baseball league, the first time you get caught is a 50-game suspension. The second time you get caught in the testing is a 100-game suspension, and the third test that you get caught is a lifetime ban. In the Minor League Baseball Association, it's 15 games the first time you get caught, 30-game suspension the second time, a 60-game suspension the third, a 1-year suspension the fourth time, and the fifth time is the commissioner's decision what they want to do with that player. In the NFL, the first time you get caught, the first test you get caught, you get 4-game suspension. The second game is 6-game suspension. Third game is 1 year. Fourth time is 1 year, and the fifth time is also 1 year. In the NBA, it's 5-game penalty the first time you get caught, 10-game the second time, 25-game the third time, 25-game the fourth time, and 25 games the fifth time. And in the NHL, they actually don't even test. NHL is hockey. They don't even test you for steroids. I believe that these aren't strict enough penalties at all. I think that personally, if they had one time your first test that you get caught with steroids, you get a lifetime ban. I feel that it's very strict, obviously, but if they did do something that strict, that would enforce a lot more seriousness about the penalty and about not using it, and these people wouldn't really want to chance using the drug if it's going to ruin their career ultimately if they get caught. So I feel like the numbers will go down tremendously. Also, it would show children that there's penalties for behaving the way that isn't right. If you're cheating or doing that kind of stuff, that you'll actually have a penalty, which I believe is what should happen. Also, I think that they should take the money that they should have earned for that year, the salary that they would have earned. I feel like that should go right back to the team, because not only is the team going to miss out on that player, but also they're going to lose all that money that they were going to give him. So I think that they should receive the money back instead of the player getting to keep it for that year. Yeah, so basically, I feel that using steroids and drugs should not be used. I don't think steroids should be used anywhere, because it's a drug, and like I said, it's a lot of effects to it. But I especially don't think that they should be used in professional sports. It isn't fair for all the people that they're competing against. There's a lot of health risks, and it's a bad influence on children. And like I said, if you did get caught, I believe that the athlete should receive a lifetime ban. Thank you.